Hi there guys, hopefully you are all doing well. Now we do have a little bit of a dilemma here. Now this is a customer's GT. If you remember my GT and how much welding and effort and how many years it took me to get it back to a running condition. I've just started working on this one this afternoon because he wanted 2 rear floor pans welding into it. And unfortunately, it's a little bit more than that. The customer has kindly stripped the interior out of it for me. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, unfortunately, it doesn't just need 2 floor pans. So this is the point we're at now with it. I'm not going to show you all of that on there yet. We'll leave that till last. So it needs the same points in the boot here doing. So this is what I've got out of the car. This is the interior of the floor pan that you can see here. And going to the left is where it joins the sill. But unfortunately, somebody has welded a plate straight over all that rust. So because it's just been welded over rusty metal, it's just rusted more and more and more over the years. That's probably been done 5+ years ago, and it's got to the point now, which I'll show you in a bit, on how bad it is. It's almost to the point where I need to brace the chassis because there's not much left at all. But I'll show you the driver's side now, which isn't as bad, but by the time I strip it back, it probably will be. So this is the rear floor pan. As you can see, holes everywhere, and it's going to need replacing probably until this line here. That's where I'd cut it and join it all the way across, but it's gone all the way down here. All the front floor pan has been welded across here as well. So I'm going to assume that's going to have been welded over with rust as well. I can't really see much inside the floor pan, but what I can feel, it doesn't feel as though it's as rotten as the other side. So that side is repairable at the minute until obviously I strip it back and then you see how far it's got to go. But I'll put the videos in of me stripping this one down, and you'll see it's just rust after rust after rust. Right, I'm hopefully going to be able to save it and cut along here, because all in here is absolutely rotten. Try and get a light in there, but as you can see, pulling stuff out, fistfuls of just rust that's falling off. The reason it's happened is because it's been patched over with a patch. See here, you got 2 skins, and that's why it's just rotten so badly. And you can also see the sill is actually all rotten as well, the amount of holes coming in it. And I'm almost at the point now where the wing would need to come off for me to get to the rest of the rust a bit forward of the sill where I've cut to. So let me show you where we're at. I'm going to get on the dirty floor. No, I'm not going to get my mat. Right. What I will say is I've cut from here to here and about 6 inches back under the sill. And that's all the rust I've got out of it. There's barely any solid metal. That's the most solid bit of metal on that bit of sill. But as you can see, it is rotten all the way on the inside. And all of that has just come from inside the sill. This isn't dirt. This is all rust. So this is what we're left with. I've still got to cut more in the front there because you can see the rust has gone all the way to the front. It's also a little bit higher in the sill as well, but I should be able to save that if I can get rid of the rust. Even the mount, for the jacking point mount at the front is rotten away, so I'm going to have to get another universal mount and something and weld that there. But it does need taking a few more inches further down that way. But as you can see, there isn't much left of that chassis leg. Chassis rail even. Back here it does get a little bit better in the chassis going backwards, so that shouldn't be too bad, but the floor pan is rotten as well. But this is just as far as I've got, and that's how much I've had to take out of it. Well, I've cut out of it, but to be honest, most of it fell out. So I have been speaking to the customer. He seems like he wants to repair it, but he doesn't know how bad this has got. I mean, yes, it's repairable. I've done it before. But when I did it, I didn't have to pay for it, but this customer's going to have to pay for it, unfortunately. So, yeah, where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? I'm going to edit this video together. You'll be watching it now, obviously, and the customer will have seen it first. I think I need to get him over to have a look at it to see what he wants to do, because I kind of quoted between 2 to 3 grand, but it's going to be higher than that, I think, because we're going to have to fabricate the inner sills again, and that took time. Weld them all in. We're going to have to get another sill. We need to get a jacking point at the front. We need to get we've got the rear floor pans, but we don't have the seat belt mounts either, so we need to get some of the seat belt mounts. So it's going to be an expensive repair bill. So I'm going to have to put this to the customer. If you've seen this video, yeah, well, hopefully add a bit more when he's seen it or not. So I've just had a word with the customer. He knows I'm going to be filming this video, the one you've just watched. So he's going to see it before you guys. Then I'm going to put this video out. I'm sure he's going to be looking at the comments and seeing what everybody's going to be saying. So please comment down below what you think should happen to it. Me personally, it's repairable, but you know how much time it took to repair my Punto and how much weld it needed doing and how much time and effort and 5 years I put into getting it roadworthy again. And we just need to make sure that the customer is prepared for budgets to spiral, because they can do. I mean, just that front side done and properly done could, you know, easily a couple of grand. And if the other side's worse or just the same, then costs are going to get expensive. And then, you know, we've got to buy parts on top of that. We've got to buy, you know, gas, welding, and we've got to buy cutting discs and everything that goes on it, because I've already got through about 10 cutting discs, cutting that off to the point where some metal can be welded back on. So, you know, doing the restoration is expensive, and you just need to be prepared for your budget to go woo. So yeah, comment down below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.